Good morning, everyone. We are live from both platforms. We have Facebook on the iPad, YouTube live on the computer, and we are going to do a class in a couple minutes. The class is going to be Vinyasa, so typically we warm up quite a bit. We get some good heat going in the body, but if your house isn't super warm, the first 5-10 minutes is a nice chill, little gentle movement sesh. So have some warm clothes. I've got a knit cap, easy to take on and off for the beginning and end of class. I do want everybody to have a scarf. As I see people logging in, I'm going to announce that again, but a scarf or at least like a belt, bathrobe tie, something long. We can do that good chest stretch. We did this on Tuesday, and we're going to do it again. These Vinyasa classes are every Tuesday and Thursday at 10:30, live streaming. So welcome to pre-class. I've been coming on 2 to 3 minutes early, and I just chat a bit to make sure that people are aware that streaming is on and give a few details. One of the details I usually mention is the playlist. I put a playlist on Instagram. That's just a screenshot for the non-Facebook people. So find Gabriel Benjamin 108, check out the playlist, or just start following me on Spotify. I think that's Gabriel Benjamin. And the playlists from, as of this week, have been dated. The list is the name of the class. So today is Vinyasa 3/26. So easy to find. And if you ever want a playlist, and if I've been busy perhaps and I didn't get one up, just go to one of the other ones labeled the same label as the class, Deep Hatha, Vinyasa, Core, whatever the classes you're doing, and find that playlist, and it'll work great for what we're doing. So I will try and keep producing new ones for each class, but you're welcome to use your own music or older ones if you like a certain one, or if I don't get one up in time. So, thank you so much for joining. Again, have your long tie, like your strap or belt. You may want to have a nice drink, like a non-caffeinated tea or water. You'd want to sip the drink. You don't want to drink too much. And if you're prehydrated, it's better not to drink at all. But, people get busy. People are rushed and stressed. And if you follow the rigid rules of no drinking from like old school yoga, on top of dehydration and being rushed and stressed and then trying to do a challenging practice, then you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. And that's not what we're here for. We're here for good sensations, good vibrations, vitality, and health. And so it's good to know that light stomach, less fluid in the gut is good for yoga, but that also you need to hydrate. So preferably prehydrate, good glass or two of water half an hour before class. But if you didn't do that, sip a little bit as we practice, take some breaks, rest, modify, do what you need to do to have a really good experience. So if you prefer Hatha Yoga, but you want to do the live stream today, just leave out some of the chaturanga or go slower. I don't teach super fast, but you do your pace. If you like to go faster, do those extra push-ups, you can do that. You can do anything you want. I would just recommend to focus on the breath. If you're able to keep a smooth breath, then it's a good likelihood that you're going to have a good practice. Breath is starting to huff and puff and struggle. Maybe do less with the body and more with the breath. So we honor the internal beyond the physical. So we are practicing of being aware of what's around us and what's outside in our body, and practicing internal awareness as well. So we practice balancing out these opposites by balancing out the breath. So if you haven't begun yet, go ahead and breathe in very deep and breathe out and draw into the core. Continue breathing deep. Inhale till you're full. And exhale till you're empty. Continue. Deep breath. And we'll take a few more rounds of the deep breath. And use that deep breath to warm up slowly. So let's do our first movement of painting the house. Fingers down, arms up. Extend through the fingers, and then push through the palms, and come on down. Again, fingers down, inhale, arms up. Extend, draw into the core, and push through the palms. It's good to warm up the wrists. Make the wrists nice and relaxed, and that's going to help a lot when we get to the portions where we're putting weight on the hands, like doing vinyasas, Sphinx, chaturangas. You might do an arm balance today, and you never know when you might do a handstand. So go ahead and continue with this. Our really gradual warm-up is going to prepare us for a really good deep practice. So don't let the easy warm-up fool you, and have a strong practice lined up today. But we want to get into a flow state first, get into the relaxation mode, right? Not lackadaisical, not lacking focus, but just feeling really calm and relaxed, so that we can have that aspect of relaxation and effortlessness when we start to do things that challenge us. It's a little bit of stress on the body physically, but if we can stay relaxed inside, then we can have that physical stress be beneficial. So anything that's hard, strenuous exercise, it's referred to as acute stress. And a little bit of acute stress done the right way is actually very healthy for you. It's the chronic stress that's really bad for you. So we'll breathe to help have just that right amount of effort, just that right amount of tension in the muscles. We're engaging and releasing. And let's switch to doing some twisting. Lift the arms, and without turning the hips or knees very much, twist side to side. And when you're done with side to side movement, relax the arms, roll out the shoulders. And do both directions. And we'll go ahead and take half sun salute, arms lift, and exhale, fold over the legs. Half lift, and make a flat back, maybe bend the knees, and fold over the legs again. Straight back lift, stand up tall. Bending the knees can help with that. You can bring the arms up and then relax. So that's the long form of the half sun salute. We'll do that again. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, fold down. Half lift, and full fold. Straight back lift, stand on up, lifting the arms, arms relax. One more time, inhale, arms up, and then fold down. Half lift is a strengthening movement. You build muscle tone in the back, and then fold down. Straight back lift, on up. Arms up. And then hands to heart. Keep the hands to heart and bend the knees a little bit. And then if it feels good on the knees, bend the knees more. Take a lower chair and then extend the arms. Or you can keep the arms lower. You don't have to go as low with the knees, but if you're able to really engage in the chair, this is good for warming up and building some good strength all through the body. And we'll fold over the legs. Next, we're going to walk the feet back and take a downward dog position. Have the head down and push into the hands. Knees on the floor and child's pose. Deep breath. Come back to hands and knees. Roll out the back. Nice and smooth. Yeah. Downward dog. Glide forward to plank. And back to downward dog. Let's do 3 more. So smooth that we feel very graceful, but also we're noticing all of that strength we cultivate by being as smooth as possible. Push back, downward dog, and walk or lightly hop up and fold over the legs. And straighten the back and lift the arms. Arms relax. And go ahead and again, take upward salute. Exhale, plank position. And then lowering down. Inhale, cobra. Lift to any level that feels good. And then exhale, lower. And bring the hands low, like to the low ribs. Lift to up dog, or just lift to neutral. And then draw into the core and push back, downward dog. Go ahead and walk or hop the feet forward. And fold over the legs. Straightening the back, stand up tall. And hands to heart. Arms relax. Do 1 more of those sun salutes. Arms up. Take plank. Nice strong plank. You could do hands and knees instead. Otherwise, hover, chaturanga, hug the arms in, push the feet back. Upward dog or cobra is also great. Draw into the stomach muscles. Downward dog. Deep breath. And then walk or lightly hop up. Top of the mat. And fold over the legs. Breathing. Inhale to rise up with the flat back. Arms come up. And arms relax. Go ahead and inhale, upward salute again. And exhale, fold over the legs. Step the right leg back. Pass through runner's lunge. Come into a hands and knees position. Lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps up. Runner's lunge. And then lean in and glide in. Uttanasana. Next, we're gonna stand up straight and bring the arms up and fold back down again. Left leg back. Your front knee just stays right above the ankle. That's the runner's lunge. And we transition to Ashtanga Namaskar, the 8-limbed bow. And then flatten down through the hips and legs. Take the cobra. Then come down. Use the core and lift. Push back. Downward dog. Left foot steps up. Runner's lunge. Lean in and glide in. Uttanasana. Straight back lift. Arms up. Arms relax. Now we're going to do Sun Salute B, just one round, covering all the bases. Different forms of sun salutation. Take chair. And then fold over the legs. Uttanasana. Plank pose. And then hands and knees or hover. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lightly as you can, right foot up. Warrior one, back foot down at a 45-degree angle. And sit low into the pose. And express with the arms. Exhale. Chaturanga or hands and knees. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot up. Warrior one. And glide down. Move through the flow. You can do cobra or upward dog. And then draw into the core. Downward dog. Deep breath, strong pressure in the hands. And then walk or lightly hop up. Fold over the legs. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Standing pose, arms relaxed. Very good. Okay, let's bring the hands on the hips and the feet together. Lift the right knee. Lift the knee higher than the hip socket and point the ankle. Either stay like this or extend the leg. And release. Lift the left leg. Knee above the hip, point the ankle. And extend. And release. Let's go ahead and take a salute. And then plank pose. Holding the plank, we've moved a lot now. We have a chance to be still, but we're still heating up the body, charging our circulation, increasing our prana with the breath. Knees down, elbows down, have the hands forward, walk the legs back, and have the hips level with the shoulders. Now we're in the elbow plank. And next is the Sphinx. And come on down. Use the core and lift. Push back into the legs. Downward dog. And let's go ahead and take a little child. This is a friendly reminder. You're always welcome to rest. Child is good for you. Rest the neck and head. Rest the heart and mind. Breathe. come on up to sitting or kneeling. And take a big step up. Right foot steps up. Knee above ankle, runner's lunge. Lengthen the back leg, runner's twist. Right arm up. Back leg super strong. Come on down. Downward dog. Either stay here or work into the flow. Cobra or upward dog. Draw into the core, downward dog. Deep breath. Child's pose. And come up to sitting or kneeling. Big step up with the left foot. And lengthen the back leg. Right arm down, left arm up. Nice deep twist. The heads of the shoulders are low, the back leg's super strong. You have your front knee above your heel, and you're enjoying that twist. Deep breath, deep twist. Glide on down. And flow smoothly back to downward dog. Feel free to add the movement, cobra or upward dog. Draw into the abdomen, back to downward dog. Knees to the ground. Turn. And walk or hop the feet apart. Neutral neck. 5 breaths here. And draw into the core. Stand up tall. Open up the arms. Open the right foot. Turn the back foot up. And take warrior. Lengthen the leg. Bend the leg. Lengthen the leg. And bend the leg. Do that one more time. Bend the leg. And now lower the arms. Draw in the stomach muscles. Lift the arms. And hold here. And then bring the hands to heart. And then press the arms away. Relax the arms and legs. Open the left side. Turn that foot really open. Level out the hips and square them to the side. Then open the arms. Take warrior 2. Your knee should face forward or slightly open, and it's not beyond the ankle. And then we're going to lengthen the leg and bend, moving a little bit for some nice warmth. Warming up the legs and the hips and breathing. Very steady breath. And then bend the leg. Sit nice and deep into it. Lower the arms. Lift the arms. Draw into the core. Deep breath. Strong back leg as well as front. Spread the toes. Hands to heart. And then pressing the hands out. Coming back to traditional form. Release arms and legs. Centering the feet. Hands down. Let's go ahead and sway side to side. And when you're done with both sides, go ahead and take a little spin to the left leg. Runner's lunge. Take a little spin to the other leg, facing the top of the mat. Downward dog. Feel free to stay here or work through a flow where you add in cobra or upward dog. Emphasize stretching the chest. And draw into the core, push back. Downward dog. Knees on the ground. We're going to do another set of the cat rolls. And if you want a challenge, flip your hands backwards. Now, some students are not going to enjoy that, so you don't have to do that. But if you want to work on the wrists, then this is a very good stretch for the wrists and forearms. If your wrists are really hurting, you have your shoulders a little on the forward side. Normally, shoulders forward hurts the wrist, but when the hands are facing the other direction, it's the other way around. All right. And then switching to have the hands facing forward, let's go ahead and lower down. And inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Using the core, inhale, lift. Exhale, downward dog. Lift the right leg high. And round the back, bring the knee to the nose. Round and lift in. And re-extend. And use that same amount of core to step up crescent lunge. Right foot steps up. Lift on up. Crescent lunge. Low hips. Long spine. Integrate the abdomen. Not tense, but supportive toward the back body. And then we'll do a twist. So if you want to put your hand down and do the twist like we did before with the top arm up, do that. Otherwise, do a half bind where the arms wrap around the opposite hip and you twist deeply to the right. Back leg super strong. 2 more breaths. Come on down. Back knee on the floor, and if you like, come on up, maybe hold the thigh or bring the arms back and pull the chest forward as you draw the arms back. So you're lifting the sail of the heart. Yeah. Take hands and knees. Lower all the way. Inhale, lifting to locust. Basic locust with the hands staying near the chest. And then like a seesaw, feet down, chest up, cobra. Lower, bring the hands low to low ribs and inhale, upward dog. Draw into the core, downward dog. And let's go ahead and lift the left leg high. Knee to nose, rounding the back. And lifting the leg high. And use that same type of core to step the left foot up and take crescent pose. So nice and low into the crescent. Very strong legs on both sides. Long arms, abdomen supporting the back. And taking the twist. Nice deep twist. Back leg super engaged. Unless your back hurts, leaving it bent is fine, but if you can engage it more, lengthen through the legs and the spine, that's very nice. Open the chest, open the shoulders. Take deep breath. We'll do 2 more rounds. Come on down. Back knee down. You can do basic runner, hands on the floor. Lift a little bit, hold the knee. Lift more, and if it feels good, arms back. Chest opening. Keep the hips square. They may tend to want to push to the side, but keeping them square is better for the spine. and you stretch deeper into your hips. Let's go ahead and take downward dog. Feel free just to stay here or work into the up dog. Back to downward dog. And knees on the ground. We'll put the right elbow down and do side plank on the elbow. You could do a kickstand if you need, otherwise feet together, left arm up. This is very good to strengthen through the lateral core here. And the hips, push into the legs to use the hips. And come down. Switch sides. Elbow down. Right arm up. Strong, strong legs. Deep breath. And coming down and taking downward dog. Head down, hips high. Breathe. And let's go ahead and put the knees on the floor. Again, turn to sideways and jump the feet apart. Bring the hands forward and take the dog stretch-like motion with the body, but hips staying as far back as the heels. Breathing. Come on up, straight back, drawing to the core, and then opening the right foot. Turn the back foot up a bit, pass through warrior, and then side angle. Keep the chest opening, and keep the right knee pushing out, right knee to the right, back leg hugging in. Back to warrior, sit low in the pose, and other side. Opening the left foot, pass through warrior, and then side angle. You can do elbow to thigh, otherwise hand to ground. Keep opening the chest. Deep breath, strong back leg. Come on up. Warrior, sitting low for just a little bit. And relax everything, arms and legs. That's good. Opening up the right foot. Make sure it's all the way open, maybe a little extra open. And next is triangle. You don't have to reach super low. You can even reach higher than the knee. You don't want to push on the knee, but holding the leg any place other than the knee is fine. If you can keep your chest open and you can reach really low, then that's fine. But if you're collapsing the chest, don't do that. Maybe be higher. We're going to remember that when we do the next side. So if you're not doing your triangle perfect, turn the back foot in. Just try and learn every time you do it. Try and remember. Little things start to sink in each time you practice. Having the hand not too low is key. You can even have it really high. But if you can reach low and keep, see how my chest is open? Open chest, reaching low, good. Reaching low and then collapsing, hips back, bad, not good. All right, so it's good. See, now we know the difference between good and bad, right? It makes the world approach much easier. Okay, and then push through the legs and come on up. Glad we had that talk. Bring the feet a little closer. Open the toes. Next is Devi Asana. You bend the knees and use the hands to help the knees widen. Glutes down, abs in, and you can have the arms up. One time I held this pose. It wasn't for too long, but it was longer than one of the students who liked, and they were right there, and they reached out and they smacked me. So I went to the other side of the room, and then we did it again. I said, you can't hit me now. And now in the virtual world, you really can't hit me. So if you're feeling like hitting me, take a rest. If you feel like working your body more, go lower for the last 2 breaths. There we go. And then come on up and relax the arms and legs. Feet come closer together. And then we'll come back to the mat. Maybe hold the wall and stretch the right thigh. And if you have good balance, have the left arm up. Switching the sides. Stretching the left thigh. Right arm lifts. And let it all relax. Next is a squat. If you're not able to squat, do an alternate pose like the seated hip opener. And some students will just stay in the squat. And if you want to, you can add the crow, where you bring the knees pretty high into the armpits, come on the tiptoes. That's all you need to do. But if you want to do more, feet together. Round the back and squeeze the core. Come down anytime. You can do a long crow or just a short one's good. Take some deep breath. And then go ahead and gently sit down. Draw the hips back. Knees high, chest high, Navasana. Very steady. You can do bent legs, so you can hold the ground as long as the knees and the chest lift. There you go. Nice, straight, strong back. And then feet down. Let's switch. Back. The hands and knees. Make sure the side body's loose. Do some lateral flexion. Meep, meep. And then right hand a little forward. Do side plank again. You could do knee down or kickstand. Otherwise, stack the legs. And switch sides. Strong legs, not just the shoulder, but feel all parts of the core as well. And if you've got the juice, come down slowly and do a vinyasa. Or go right to downward dog. Otherwise, enjoy upward dog, back to down dog, and breathe. Child's pose. Let's go ahead and do a nice seated twist. If you can sit on the heels, great. You might need to bring your legs in front of you, do cross-legged or leg straight twist. Any type of leg position that works. We'll do a nice deep twist to the right. The legs should feel really good. The spine should be very tall, shoulders stacked above the hips. And breathing. Other side. Come on back to center. Let's go ahead and lower. all the way. And inhale, cobra. See how that feels. Exhale, lower. We're going to do another cobra, like a longer hold. And so if you feel a little tight, try the hands further forward and wider. If you have a towel to put on your lower stomach, that helps your cobra a lot. If your back doesn't feel good, we're going to do a longer hold now. Of course, you can do a modification or come down sooner. Otherwise, the aim is about 5 breaths. Try and open up in the chest so it's not all in your low back, but you're working as evenly through the spine as you can. And come on down. Use the core and lift. Draw back, downward dog. Us to a sitting position, so you can sit kneeling, or maybe you prefer to sit cross-legged. Remember in the beginning, we talked about having a very sturdy scarf, or a belt, or a bathrobe tie, the sleeve of a sweatshirt, or something that's long. A long towel will work. If you need to take a moment to grab something like this, go ahead, and we're going to stretch back. So normally in class, I'm not using any props, unless I know that everybody's got one at home. Like everybody's got a towel and blanket. Everybody's got some form of scarf or belt or bathrobe tie. So we work with that, and that's more of an inclusive approach to, sort of makeshift props. There's a lot of makeshift yoga props we have at home that we don't even realize. So we'll go back and forth a few times, and this is going to feel really good for back bending, having the chest muscles released a bit. And we'll stretch back and hold the stretch. Releasing. And the next pose is going to be the camel pose, Ustrasana. Now, you're going to have your legs wider than normal. Some students are going to maybe sit on some form of cushioning and just hold the ground and just puff out the chest, kind of like a fish, like halfway between camel and fish, and that's enough of a stretch. And if you want to do the camel, there is a way of standing up and reaching back one arm at a time. I typically don't teach that, but go ahead and do that if that's how you know it. And do it from the ground. The knees are just slightly wider than the hips. The heels are a little bit wide too. Then you hold the heels and use your core to lift. And if it feels good, you take the head back. Only if it feels good though. You want to be opening the chest first, and that will naturally draw the shoulder blades together and make the muscles create a little padding for the neck. Lifting and opening in the camel. And using control, using some core to slowly sit down. Good. Now, if you want to do another, you can in your own time, but I'm going to suggest a forward bend now, very lightly, not going really far down, just folding your arms and being more neutral in a forward bend. And let's go ahead and adjust, so lift up a bit and bring the legs out from underneath. And scoot on up until there's plenty of room to lower onto the back. Now, if your back is good on back bends, you can do hip openers instead, maybe cradle to work on the glute, butterfly for the hip sockets, your choice. But if you're down for some back bends, we're going to do either 1 or 2 bridges or one bridge and 2 or 3 wheels. So take bridge pose, feet and thighs parallel. Use the hands to help prop up the hips, open up the chest. Go ahead and come on down. And then if you'd like, come on up to bridge and add in the wheel. If you're not feeling wheel, do another bridge or just switch to doing hip openers. And somewhat wide and wheel can help at first. Do the first round very briefly and don't try too hard. Maybe roll out the wrist if you're feeling it there. Keep holding your bridge if you're doing that. Enjoy your hip openers. Otherwise, do another wheel. You're able to go a little deeper. You really feel that wonderful openness through the chest, even stretching through the back. Third and final round. If you're not doing wheels, don't worry about it. Breathe, take good care of yourself, and focus on what you're doing. Otherwise, last round of wheel. Breathe, very steady. Come on down. Let's all take butterfly now. So if you're already there, good job. Take your time to get there if you need. Put a blanket under the feet if your low back still feels some pinch from those back bends. Breathe deep into the lungs and let it all out with the exhale. After about 5 breaths here, we're going to go ahead and lift the knees. Gradually come up and take a V seat. Little core work is good to stabilize the spine after doing back bends. V seat, hold the ground or arms out. And then feet to ground. Feet together, hips way back. We're going to do a long stretch. This is called the diamond pose. This is a good stretch for the lower back and the hamstring connectors. Hips back, chest forward. Yeah, come on up. Let's go ahead and sit cross-legged now. Maybe sitting on a blanket or rolling your mat up a bit. And let's do just a little bit of quiet time. Place the arms on the thighs, close the eyes, and take 5 breaths. We're just going to be still for about a minute. Come back to the body. Come on forward. Take a deep stretch in the glutes. Come on up. Switch which leg is in front. Draw the hips back. Take a very subtle twist to the right, not even trying hard, but just enjoying staying very relaxed. Other side. Back to center. Weave the fingers together, push out through the arms and lift up through the arms and draw in the core. Notice which is the leading finger. If you're right hand dominant, it's probably the right index. Whichever one it is, remember it, lower, and then lead with the opposite finger. So it should feel a little bit strange, but yeah, strange in a good way. Similar to my personality, right? Okay, good. Arms relax. And forward bend. And enjoy that. Come on up. Yeah. Set up to lower under the back. Take knees to chest. And then if you'd like, a wide knees to chest with the option of happy baby. And go ahead and come back to knees to chest. Take the right arm out to side and the legs to the left. Other side. Come back to center and put the left foot on the ground. Then take your strap, or if you can, hold the big toe and stretch the right leg. And then as an option, stretch the left leg or keep the left leg bent. Deep breath here. This is the final pose before Shavasana, so enjoy relaxing more and more. Go ahead. Switch sides. Keep the bottom leg bent or lengthen it as you see fit. And take deep breath. When you're nice and complete, we're going to take Shavasana. So lay down completely. Rest. Breathe deep. Last couple rounds. And then switch to more of a soft, effortless breath. And let this soft, effortless breath carry you away to a place with no worry, no burden of the world or the body. Just taking this time to be very present in the moment and allow yourself to be completely relaxed, sinking into deeper and deeper layers of relaxation as we continue to gently flow with the breath. Go ahead and deepen the breath now. And gradually come back to the body. Take knees to chest. And then let's conclude in a comfortable seat. Arrange your seat so you feel very good in your legs, however you're sitting, and you're able to sit tall. Have openness in the chest so you can breathe very deep. And we'll conclude with a clearing breath. And 3 ohms. Breathe in. Open mouth, exhale. And now 3 ohms. Namaste. Very good, everyone. Thank you for practicing. These weeks go by quickly, so I hope things are cruising right along for you. You're managing as well as you can. The fact that you're practicing yoga is a good sign. So happy to have you all today. Thank you so much for joining. This is all donation based, so if you can, please leave a donation. If you can't make a donation today, then please click the share button or send this in the link to a few of your friends, and then that will expand the audience, and eventually, whether it's through you or inadvertently through you, I'll give and I'll receive, and it'll be a good mutual exchange. So thank you again. This has been a nice, steady Vinyasa flow practice. We're going to have deep Hatha Yoga tonight at 6. And we usually do 1 or 2 sun salutes, and we do some other loosening up movements, and we do really deep stretches, and like muscle toning work stretches like rotated triangle and stuff, and then good floor work. So lots to look forward to. That's the Tuesday, Thursday schedule. Vinyasa in the morning, deep Hatha Yoga at night. Friday morning we have 1 class, which is the Hatha flow. It's kind of in between those 2 things that I just described. There's no Friday night class. Saturday, we're probably going to do a Q&A or maybe a little virtual alignment workshop. And then Sunday night is the restorative with a little bit of gentle movement. So that's at 6 p.m. as well. So 5 night classes a week at 6, 5 morning classes at 10:30, all different levels and themes. Please keep checking in. Send me some information if you are curious, if you have questions, if you have comments, if you want to post photos of yourself practicing, videos. Somebody posted a video last night that was awesome, like a time lapse. Don't hesitate to contribute in that way. Otherwise, I will see you again soon. Remember to drink some water and rest. Take good care of yourself. All good things. I'm going to end the YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube Live. And then I'm going to